Hi, this will be the first topic of a series on general living that I'll also include and share and be able to send to people when they ask to go with my emails or updates. And this one will be on Korean garbage disposal. So Korea system for garbage disposal has really developed out of necessity. It's quite a populous country with quite small land size, so they have to do their best with garbage disposal and recycling. So a lot of the things that may seem a little bit strange to us at first might be attributed to this. Okay, the first thing I know people notice when they arrive here is the lack of garbage bins everywhere. You know, we've all seen jokes about having to carry garbage from here to there all day long when we're going somewhere. And when you think about it, it is really attributed to the system here. The system is a bit different, where at home we'll pay a bit of tax money and this tax will go into the garbage collection or pickup. But here, the money for the garbage pickup actually comes from the bags that you purchase to use for your garbage. So you can purchase these bags usually at any convenience store, any larger mart, and they even use them for your shopping bags. You can buy the regular recyclable paper bag, or you can now buy a garbage bag, usually 20 liters, and they're color coded for your city or county. So you buy these, they're about 500 won, I believe right now, Obek won, and then these are used for your garbage, your general garbage waste, and they go out. That 500 won goes towards the garbage pickup and recycling programs in Korea, as opposed to taxing the individual. The similar system is done with the highway tolls here, where you're paying when you're driving. So the further you drive, the higher the toll is. If you're not driving on the highways, you're not paying the tolls. So people who use it are paying. The same thing is with the garbage bins. You're not seeing garbage bins here because who wants to pay 500 won for each garbage bag that they need to fill up with your garbage? So moving forward, the recycling system here, most larger complexes will have a recycling system outside, and it will be pretty individualized with one bin for glass, one for cans, one for plastic, one for paper. You may even see something for batteries, glass, and maybe small electronics. Okay, and there will be one for food waste. So you put your food waste in there. Even the newer ones will even weigh it, because they'll charge you more for how much waste, but that's the newer and larger complexes. With the smaller ones, especially in rural areas, they're not as strict, but you may not even see some at your if you're in a small office tower or one room kind of apartment situation. Even if there isn't one, I recommend that you do your part in recycling, obviously for the environment, and you could be fined for throwing things out improperly. So recycle one bag. You can buy like clear bags, or some of them are colored, but generally clear bags that you can put paper in one, cans in another one, your bottles in another, and to put those all out where the trash is for your apartment, and have it cycled, organized depending on what the recycling item is. And then there's usually a food waste hopper where you can put everything in there. Okay. Now that's where your smaller things, you can usually look around and kind of see what's going on there, and using the proper garbage bags. I think the fines can be upwards of $1 million if you're not using those bags, so please use them. And then in addition to these regular items, you may have larger items to throw away, such as furnishing or larger electronics. Now with this, it becomes a little bit different. You need to buy kind of a sticker, which you can buy at your local community office, the Dong Samuso, or a Jumin Center, which is a citizen center, usually the smaller office for your area. There's one in each dong in a city, or even in a county. They're small offices, but they're everywhere. So there should be one close to you, and you'd go in and you would tell them you have this item. Maybe bring a picture, show them what the item is, an old bed, for example, and they can see it. By seeing it, they'll know exactly how much you need to pay. The range can be anywhere from 2,000 to as high as 15,000, I think, depending on the item. I think these days you can even call to have someone help you come and help you move it if you need it. There is a web address, but I think you're going to need Korean assistance with that. But I will post that for you. These 대형 폐기물 배출 전표, basically a sticker. You put that on whatever, that bed, whatever piece of furniture it is, and it shows that you have paid, and then the larger pickup will take that for you. In terms of school apartments, if you have items in your school apartment that are included in the contract furnishings like the bed, the wardrobe, the stove, the washing machine, the table, chair, these ones are included in the contract. Don't throw those away without first talking to your school, even if they're in terrible condition. Because if you throw them away without evidence of them being in terrible condition, then they could actually ask you to pay for them out of your security deposit, that 600,000 that you pay over the first 3 months, 200, 200, 200. So tell your co-teacher or your handler, say, listen, I have this item, the quality is not good, I'd really like to get rid of it, can I buy a new one? If they buy you a new one, that's great. Or even if you just want to get rid of it, tell them, this is it, here's a picture of it, would you like to come see it? I need to get rid of it, would you like to take it? Maybe they'll get rid of it for you, but if not, they'll tell you to get rid of it. Go get the sticker, put it on, get rid of it. They can notify the admin office in the school, so when it comes time for you to leave the apartment, they have kind of a record of that being in disrepair and being disposed of, as opposed to being like, oh, hey, we have a bed here on here, but there's no bed in the apartment. What happened to it? Now you have to pay for it. So just a precaution, never throw it away without going through your school. Anyway, that's an overview of the recycling program and getting rid of larger items in particular.